Hi everybody, and welcome again to ZCodeSystem. Here we developed automated systems to help you win big. Again, it doesn't matter what sport you're betting on, we've got you covered right here with all these wonderful tools here to help you make your picks if you join the VIP club section. Okay, so we're at NBA action here for March the 9th as we're only 25% of the schedule remaining. So every game becomes more important as we continue on. So there's 5 games for the day, and we're going to look at all 5 of them this time. We don't usually look at every single game, but this time we're going to take a look at all of them. First one is Philadelphia at Cleveland. The 76ers come in 6th in the Eastern Conference, while Cleveland is 3rd. So both teams right in the middle of the playoff race. Philadelphia average up after going 4-2 over the last 6. Cleveland burning hot, winners of their last 2, 3-3 over the last 6. If you notice the over-under, the teams are trending in games under the line. The last 3 Philadelphia games have been under. The last 2 Cleveland games have been under. The score prediction of 69% with Cleveland 126 to 120 would go against the under trend with 246 points. That would most definitely be over, even though the line is not out there yet. On the power ranks indicator, you see that Cleveland is at 26, Philadelphia is at 16, and both on an upward trend. Head-to-head, you see back on January the 16th, it was Cleveland by 2, and on January the 14th, it was Cleveland by 26. So Cleveland has had the upper hand against Philadelphia this whole season. In fact, they won also back in November. If we look at the stability factor, how consistent the teams are, you see they're both very consistent with regard to the favored underdog status, plus 18 for Cleveland, plus 16 for Philadelphia. Philadelphia has a lot of injuries going on, so it's hard to really predict what's going to happen with them as far as who will play and who won't play. But either way, I like Cleveland. Cleveland is 21-11 at home. I mean, Philadelphia is very good on the road at 17-12, but Cleveland's had the upper hand all season, so I like Cleveland in this one in a game under the line. Okay, we got Denver and Oklahoma City. This is a game of the day, actually. Both teams are right in the thick of things in the playoff race in the Western Conference, with Oklahoma City with the top record in the NBA. Both teams are burning hot at the moment. The Thunder winning 4 straight and 5 out of the last 6, and Denver coming off of 2 straight wins. You can see the teams have been basically even over the last 12. Both teams 3-3 over and under in that span. The score prediction is Denver surprisingly here by 17 over Oklahoma City at home, with 67% level of confidence in the prediction. That can change, and it probably will as we get closer and closer to game time. Because head-to-head wise, if you look at this, it's been Oklahoma City winning the last 4 games, and the last one was in overtime as a home favorite, a big home favorite. You can see the odds here. They were a huge home favorite, and they've been big favorites throughout the last several meetings between these two teams. Another thing we can look at is the Thunder has a top scoring differential in the league at plus 11.1 compared to plus 4.4 for the Nuggets. Denver is 10 games over 500 on the road, so that's excellent. But Oklahoma City has the best record in the league at home and overall. So I think the trend will continue with Oklahoma City winning. I like them to win this game in a game over the line. Memphis and Brooklyn. Here's 2 teams going nowhere. Memphis, 11th in the conference in the West and pretty far out as far as the playoff play-in round goes. They could still make it, but they'd have to really get hot and everything would have to fall right into place. And you can see Brooklyn dead stats, losers of their last 6. In fact, they've lost their last 10. The score prediction right here is Memphis by 2 with 76% level of confidence. On the power ranks indicator, not a surprise that Brooklyn's down at the bottom. They've been down at the bottom for the last couple of weeks here, while Memphis is at plus 6. We take a look at the records. You can see that it was, both teams are well under 500, both at home and on the road. The Nets have the worst scoring differential at the Eastern Conference at minus 8.8. And so one other thing I wanted to look at, the volatility oscillator. See, both teams are very, very consistent. Consistently bad, really, is what this is showing, because they have been underdogs in almost every game, and they are losing almost every game. So therefore, they've been very consistent, as this shows right here. Consistent doesn't necessarily mean good. So in the end here, I like the lesser of two evils. In this case, it's going to be Memphis winning the game, but passing on the over-under bet. We got Golden State at Utah in this contest here. Utah, one of the worst in the league, second worst in the conference, while Golden State is in the middle of the play-in race, so they will be fighting all the way. Utah, another story, they might be ready for vacation already, who knows, but anyway, Utah is dead up, 1-5 over the last 6, while the Warriors are average status, 3-3 over the last 6. If you look at the over-under streak, you can see Golden State over the line in 5 out of the last 6 games, while Utah is over in 3 out of the last 6, but you notice in the last 4, 3 of them were under, so they've really been trending on opposite sides of the line. The score prediction is pretty heavily favored for Golden State by double digits. Confidence in the prediction is relatively high at 69%. And the power ranks up and down for Golden State, up at plus 13 right now. Utah has been very steadily bad, steadily low here at plus 4. Let's take a look at a couple other things. In head-to-head matchup, it was Golden State by 16. In the last meeting, Golden State by 9. The meeting before that, and Golden State by 17 in the first game between them. So they pretty much dominated throughout the entire season. And I don't see how that's going to be any different. But let's take a look at one other thing. Golden State is 13-17 on the road, but that is still better than Utah's home record. So what I think this is going to happen is it's going to be the Warriors, probably by double digits. And I think it's going to be high scoring. So let's go with the Warriors and over the line. Okay, the last game is the New York Knicks and the LA Clippers, both teams in the playoff hunt. The Knicks third in the Eastern Conference, while the Clippers are sitting here. Where are they exactly? Well, the Clippers are in the play-in position right now. But the Clippers are burning hot. They're coming on strong, winners of their last 3. And the Knicks, after winning 4 out of the last 5, dropped a game against the Thunder. It was a close one, though, by 3, so they've been playing very well. The Knicks are predicted to win here by 4. As you see here, confidence in the prediction is nearly 80%. On the power ranks indicator, you can see the Knicks at plus 22. And you can see because of the 3-game winning streak, the Clippers have gone from plus 8 to plus 15. The volatility oscillator, the stability factor, the Knicks one of the most consistent teams in the league at plus 28. And that's pretty impressive because they have a very good record. A lot of times the most consistent teams are either the ones that are way down at the bottom or way up at the top. The Knicks near the top, but not at the top, but still are quite consistent at plus 28. The scoring differential edge is plus 6.1 to plus 0.4 for New York. I like the Knicks in this one. I like them on the road as well. They won the first meeting between the teams at home. So again, they're on the road, but I still like them in this one, but passing on the over-under bet. All right, there you have it. Those are the games for the NBA for March the 9th. Happy betting and see you next time.